The 2026 NFL Draft is officially open. With the 25th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Dillon Thieneman, defensive back, Oregon.
So the guy that everybody said was going to wind up in Minnesota is coming to the NFC North, but just to Chicago. The Bears have got to be excited about this one.
Get to visit twice. But I'll be curious with the Bears, Joel. How do they deploy him? Is he going to be high? Are they going to use him in the nickel, play him down? A lot of options.
When he went to Oregon, they loved how smart he was. Tosh Lavoie and Dan Lanning thought, hey, we could mimic what Ohio State did with Caleb Downs.
Never knew what kind of path I was going to take. I mean, started at Purdue, ended at Oregon, but I'm just extremely thankful to everyone that's been with me throughout the way and the journey I've gone on.
You grew up idolizing a safety and studying him a ton that people here know well in Troy Polamalu. What traits do you bring to the table that can make you the next best one for the Bears?
I think I'm very versatile, and I'm able to use my speed and play recognition to play fast and play aggressive.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
With the 57th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Logan Jones, center, Iowa.
Here we go. What do you know? Iowa's producing an offensive lineman. Where have you heard that before?
You're absolutely in shock right now.
This is a day one starter at center, and you think about the loss with Dolman. I know they brought in Bradbury, but he's going to have some competition here with Logan Jones. A little bit older. He's 24 years old. Arrived as a defensive lineman, then kicked over to the offensive line. He's got excellent lateral quickness. You want to be able to run some outside zone stuff, get him on the move laterally. He's excellent there. To me, there's not a lot of development. I don't know that he's going to benefit from sitting. He's ready to get on the field and play.
And when you talk about that lateral movement, that's what Bradbury's stock and trade is. But Joel, you've seen this young man. Yep. Seems to me he might be a little more stout in the middle and taking on those bigger guys, as opposed to Bradbury, who's much more of a mover.
Well, he set an Iowa record with an over 700-pound squat. You know, you're setting records at Iowa.
So you think maybe he can anchor a little bit?
I think he can anchor just fine.
With the 69th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select
Sam Rosas.
Nicely done.
Sam Roush, the tight end out of Stanford. And talking to GMs in the run-up to this draft, I said, what are some of the trends I need to be looking out for? And they said, this 13 personnel thing is real, trying to have 3 tight ends out there. Well, the Bears have already got 2 studs when you look at Colston Loveland and Cole Kmet. Now you add Roush, who I think is the best blocking tight end in the entire draft class. He can really move people at the point of attack, and he's massive. He's almost 270 pounds. So you got a creative play caller. You got a great system to work around. He's going to be able to really maul people in the run game, and then you can leak him out in the pass game. Joel, he's got to be more consistent catching the ball. Drops were a little bit of an issue for him this year. He did have 7 drops by the time the season ended, but man, he is an asset and a weapon in the run game.
With the 89th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Zavion Thomas, wide receiver, LSU.
There
Go Bears.
Is a big time juice down the field. There's not a ton of production, but there were some practice clips of his that were making the rounds, and they've had all those talented corners there at LSU, and you could see him really separating with that 4.28 speed. He's not a natural catcher as you see him kind of corral that ball with his body. There's still work to be done there. I don't think he's real smooth in that regard, but man, if he does corral the football and gets going, you're not going to catch him.
And it's the type of pick that when you look at who took him and Ben Johnson, there's specific things that he has in mind that he can do with that player.
In the 2026 NFL Draft, los Chicago Bears seleccionan a Malik Muhammad, defensive back, Texas. ¡Que viva España! ¡Go Bears!
Well, they went and got a corner from Texas to add to Dillon Thieneman. They took the safety, can also moonlight as a nickel out of Oregon, and Thieneman. So they're addressing this secondary. They've had a couple guys leave, and you get one of Muhammad. I thought he would go in the 3rd round. I did not think he'd be available at this point in time. He's only 182 pounds, but I thought he played a little bit bigger than that. When he's off in coverage, he's got excellent eyes to see and drive on the football. He can high point and play it. And for a guy, look, he's not a killer as a tackler, but he will go do it. He will use that size. It's not a detriment. He gets guys on the ground that way.
With the 166th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select
Keyshaun Elliott, linebacker, Arizona State. Let's go!
Keyshaun Elliott off the board. You just talk about the production that he displayed. And when I'm the Chicago Bears and we're looking to continue to add to this defense, we just talk about the ability to hit, run, and cover, to make plays, to have a nose for the ball. Instincts are everything when it comes to playing high-level defense, particularly in Dennis Allen's system. This guy's going to have a chance. I mean, we talk about fifth-round pick. He's certainly going to have to go the long way in terms of being a special teamer, but his instincts and awareness will give him a chance to make the roster.
With the 213th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Jordan Vandenberg, defensive tackle, Georgia Tech.
Well, he had freaky test numbers. 6'3", 310 pounds. Okay, that's pretty good. Ran a 4.9, 440, which is good. 36-inch vertical, 9'11 broad jump. Ran a 4.19 short shuttle, and then had 35 reps on the bench press. Ran fast, was quick, and was strong. When you watch him on tape, he is really quick off the ball. He plays with an exceptional amount of intensity on every single snap. He gets after blockers really, really well. And I think he's a player who's got a chance to compete.